They say muscle is built in the gym, but the real transformation happens when the world is quiet and your eyes are closed. Every night your body opens a secret window of opportunity to rebuild, repair, and restore strength, if you give it the right fuel. But here's what no one tells you. If you go to sleep without the right kind of protein, your body doesn't grow. It breaks down. Cortisol rises, muscle breaks down, and strength silently fades, night after night. That fatigue you feel in the morning, that weakness climbing stairs, that's not age. It's a signal. But the fix isn't complicated. One simple step, 30 to 40 grams of slow digesting casein protein, like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. 30 minutes before bed can increase overnight muscle synthesis by over 20%. And if you pair that with just 10 minutes of resistance movement, bodyweight squats, push-ups, or resistance bands, you send a powerful hormonal signal that tells your brain and muscles we're still building. It's not just nutrition. It's a neurological multiplier. Mucines released from muscle contraction travel through your bloodstream to reduce inflammation, improve brain clarity, and trigger recovery while you sleep. Most Americans ignore this window, but your biology is wired to respond. You don't need supplements, a gym. They told us strength fades with age. But what if that was a lie we've simply accepted? What if your muscles aren't slipping away because you're getting older, but because you're missing a single biological signal, one that your body is begging you to send every night before bed? We've been conditioned to believe muscle is built by pushing harder in the gym, lifting heavier, sweating more. But science tells a different story. The truth? Your greatest opportunity to rebuild strength doesn't happen under bright lights with barbells. It happens in silence, in stillness, while you sleep. And right now, millions of people are going to bed, unknowingly triggering the very process that destroys the strength they worked hard to build. It's called overnight catabolism, muscle breakdown while you rest, driven by one key factor, missing protein. Specifically, the wrong kind of protein, or worse, none at all. You see, your body doesn't stop working while you sleep. It actually goes into overdrive. Muscles are repaired, cells are regenerated, hormones are balanced. But if there's no fuel in the system, your body pulls from reserves, and muscle is the first to go. Cortisol levels rise, testosterone drops, and your body enters a breakdown mode that's subtle but dangerous. It doesn't feel like a crash. It feels like stiffness in the morning, slower walks to the mailbox, one more nudge on the belt loop. It feels like aging, but it isn't. It's biology starved of the one thing it needs, a nighttime anabolic trigger. And here's where it gets empowering, because the solution is ridiculously simple. Just 30 to 40 grams of a slow digesting protein like casein, found naturally in cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. Consumed 30 to 60 minutes before bed can completely flip the switch. Instead of your body breaking muscle down, it starts building. In fact, studies show that a single dose of pre-sleep casein protein increases overnight muscle protein synthesis by over 22%, even in older adults. This isn't theory, it's science. Real people, real results. And casein isn't just fuel, it's time-release recovery. Unlike whey, which floods the body in 30 minutes, casein digests slowly over 6 to 8 hours. It's a drip feed of amino acids through the night, keeping your muscles fed. Muscles crave during your deepest stages of sleep. But it gets even more powerful when you combine it with one small addition, movement. Just 10 to 15 minutes of moderate resistance work before dinner. Bodyweight squats, push-ups, resistance bands. sends a clear message to your brain and body that muscle still matters. This light activation releases myokines, tiny protein messengers that reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and travel straight to the brain, triggering cognitive benefits. They literally tell your body, hey, we are not done growing yet. And the beautiful part, you don't need a gym, you don't need a program, you just need intention. This muscle myokine brain loop becomes even more active when timed with protein. That's the secret no one talks about. You don't just eat protein. Your nervous system is doing. And that's what makes recovery exponential. Because movement without nutrition is a broken signal, and nutrition without movement is a wasted one. But combine the two, light resistance in the evening, followed by 30 grams of casein, and you don't just protect your muscle, you rebuild it stronger. You shift your entire nighttime biology into a constructive state. And this matters because muscle isn't just about strength or performance. It's your body's most metabolically active tissue. It's your immune buffer. It governs your blood sugar. It protects your bones and joints. And perhaps most importantly, it affects your brain. That's right, muscle is directly linked to cognitive function. Research now shows that individuals perform better on memory tests, have lower risk of dementia, and even regulate emotion more effectively. Why? Because myokines released during muscle activation improve neuroplasticity, increase BDNF, brain-directed neurotrophic factor, and stimulate areas of the brain tied to mood, decision-making, and resilience. In other words, stronger muscles mean a stronger mind. And you can trigger that transformation while the world sleeps. That's the real power of this protocol. It doesn't take hours. It doesn't require motivation. It requires one decision, made with precision, repeated nightly. And it starts with you walking into your kitchen tonight and asking, what message do I want to send my body? Snack. It's a switch. It's a signal. It's a statement that says, I'm not done. I'm still building. And if you think this is minor, think again. 3 nights of pre-bed protein paired with light evening resistance has been shown in multiple trials to improve strength markers, reduce muscle soreness, and improve next day cognition in both young and older adults. And here's what no one is telling you. The most overlooked reason we lose strength after 40 isn't just sarcopenia, it's satiety mismatch. That's when your brain tells you you're full, but your muscles are still starving. Aging changes how our hunger signals work. The hormones that make you feel full, like leptin, sleep. And your strength will respond. It has no choice. Because biology listens. And it adapts fast. Especially when you combine sleep with stimulus. Think of it this way. The gym is where you challenge your body. But sleep is where it rewards you. And when you combine movement, casein, and recovery, you're not just preserving what you have, you're building something new, something resilient, something powerful. And it doesn't take hours of your day. It takes a mindset shift. From reactive to proactive, from decline to design, from decay to rebuild. So tonight, don't just go to sleep, go to work. In the most powerful, peaceful way possible. Let your body do what it's meant to do. Heal, build, the other on empty. But here's the fix, the protein pause. After dinner, pause and ask yourself, did I get at least 30 grams of high quality protein and around 3 grams of leucine? If not, add a small protein snack. A half cup of cottage cheese, a hard-boiled egg, some Greek yogurt. That closes the anabolic gap. That rewrites the overnight script. And over time, it reverses what most people think is just aging. Now, this is the most important step, the best and most important step. If you decide to eat food for breakfast, take in the anabolic gap, just age. It's not just about longevity. It's about vitality, energy, mood, confidence. You don't need to feel foggy in the morning. You don't need to feel stiff climbing stairs. You don't need to settle for weakness as the new normal. You can reset all of that, starting tonight. And if you've ever felt like your best years are behind you, here's the truth. Your muscle is waiting for a reason to come back. Give it one. Move your body. Fuel it properly. Time your meals with intention. Prioritize